I practice intermittent fasting and I play video games, but that's not the Hunger Games we're about to watch. You mentioned it in my comment section too many times, so I volunteer as tribute. Huge thanks to Grammarly for sponsoring this video. CGI fire, Q. Reminds me of when we're doing the house tour, Dan added the fire post. Ooh, I don't know how in movies people jump from such great heights, never have to tuck and roll, and just land. Like they just have springs in their knees. Did their menisci ever hurt? Ooh, that's a bad gash. Besides putting pressure and stopping a bleed, washing a wound is very, very important. A lot of people think it's about putting Neosporin on these superficial cuts, but really it's about thoroughly washing out a wound. That's gonna give you the best bang for your buck. And it looks like she sustained what looks like to be a 2nd-degree burn. The way we talk about burns, by the way, when we say 1st, 2nd, 3rd degree, 1st degree is the superficial layer of skin known as the epidermis. A 2nd-degree burn is when it passes the epidermis and goes into the dermis. 3rd is known as a full thickness burn where it gets all levels of skin. 4th is kind of an unofficial one. Some sources use it where it starts affecting muscle and bone. Once you get into the 3rd and 4th, you don't feel pain because the nerve endings have been burned off and damaged so badly. There's another rule that we do when we're assessing burns called the rule of 9s, where different parts of the body, as you can see in this chart here, will be given a percentage point to estimate how much surface area of an individual has been burned. Having a child with 10% of the surface area of their body having a burn is a major medical problem requiring hospitalization. For an adult, that number is probably 15 to 20%. Rule of 9 does change for children because their limbs are a little shorter, their heads are a little bit bigger in proportion, but very, very interesting stuff. And because it is so complicated, there are dedicated burn centers in hospitals across the United States.
Claudius, I think those are tracker jackers. Am I wrong?
Oh, those things are very lethal.
Very. For those of you who don't know, tracker jackers are genetically engineered wasps.
Of course they would have genetically engineered wasps. It's like the CRISPR wasp. That's what I would call it. The crispy wasp.
Whose venom causes searing pain, powerful hallucinations, and, in extreme cases, death.
I don't know if there exists a bee in nature like that, but it sounds terrible. I think the worst thing that happens with bees is if you get a really severe allergic reaction where you can develop anaphylaxis, which does happen. Why would she drop it? Oh, slick! Slick Rick! Oh my God. The histamine and mast cells are just going wild right now. Oh, that's how bad the wasp got that person. Yeah, that seems like a terrible reaction. I don't know how to compare that to a real life situation. I guess snake venom would be